Hello, everybody. Welcome to Broadway.com's Live at 5. I'm Beth Stevens.
I'm Paul Antorek.
And we're here in the studio with Caitlin Moynihan.
Hello.
What's the date?
It's Wednesday, November 13th. Happy birthday to my son, Jacob.
Aww.
Happy birthday to Jordan Roth.
Yeah,
super
Jordan
producer.
Roth.
Happy birthday to Jasmine Cephas Jones' mom.
Oh,
Happy
love
birthday
that.
to the Lion King. I got it all in.
How do you know it's Jasmine's mom's birthday?
Because
She's here.
Jasmine Cephas Jones is here, you guys, from Cyrano,
Yes.
which is musicalized
I know.
off Broadway.
Yeah,
Drama.
I'm into it.
Fancy. We will get to Miss Cephas Jones in a moment, but first, our top 5.
And we found out which musicals I'm going to be dancing and singing along to in my PJs on Thanksgiving.
It's very personal.
So this is this is a tradition that I have done my whole life, and I still do it, which is getting up. Well, I used to get up early to see all the Broadway shows on the parade. Now I DVR it and then just fast forward
We're
through.
talking about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
big thing.
Yes.
And it's such a big, great platform for Broadway shows.
Yes.
And so last year, of course, we had the historic prom kiss.
The kiss.
We love that moment. But this year, so it's always a big deal for a show to get you to be able to perform on the parade. This is the 93rd annual Macy's Parade. And this year, you're going to get a free peek of Tina, the Tina Turner musical, Hadestown, Beetlejuice, and Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Times of the Temptations. Love that title.
You certainly do.
We love a subtitle. Also, the Radio City Rockettes, because, they have to be there.
Of course they
And
do.
you know who else always has to be at these things? Or at least this year, we got Billy Porter,
Yes.
Leah Michele, and Idina Menzel. And more holiday news on Leah and Idina in a minute. This all starts at 9 a.m. on November 28th on NBC.
And the rock is just going to keep on going.
Rock of Ages is continuing to rock on. They've extended their return engagement.
Did it ever close? It did close at one point on Broadway. Okay. I feel like it's just always been here.
It's just always with us in our
It's
hearts.
back. Yeah, sure.
It will now play through January 12th, 2020.
Cool.
It's exciting. Very exciting. That's at New World Stages, and original cast member Mitchell Jarvis is still in it.
Yeah, we need
Doing his
Mitchell.
thing.
We got to get Mitchell.
Mitch.
Come on, Mitchell. Come to
on,
Live at
Mitch.
5.
You know you're watching.
Come on.
Come
Stop
here.
by
Come on.
anytime. Just knock on the door.
Rock with us.
And this show hasn't even opened yet, and it has extended again for the final time.
I'm final before it maybe moves to Broadway and takes over the world, because I'm very excited for Sing Street. This is a new musical down at New York Theater Workshop based on this really, really charming movie from 2016 that made me cry. John Carney's Golden Globe nominated movie of the same name, Sing Street. Check it out. Get ready for the musical. It was supposed to play through January 19th, 2020, and I'll go an extra week through January 26th. It hasn't even started yet. So this is all before
There's buzz.
performances have even begun. November 25th is when previews start. This features a book by Enda Walsh, who, of course, won a Tony for writing Once, which is also a John Carney movie. So it's the same director as the Once film. And it's set in 1985 Dublin. It's very 80s, but Dublin style. And it's about this 16-year-old
I have no idea
Connor,
what that
and you're
means
going to
at
love
all.
him. And it's going to be so good. Cast features Brenna O'Connor, Zara Devlin, and Elle Nathan. You know who that
Also
is.
of Once fame, yes.
What's that? Forget about
the
the
boy.
Miss Flannery. Sorry, and Martin Moran.
That was a
who
thoroughly
we
Modern
also
Millie
love.
reference.
We love Martin Moran.
We love Martin Moore.
Anyway, it's gonna be it's sort of like a show to watch if you can get tickets.
Idina and Leah are apparently spending the whole holiday season together, and we get to watch.
You know what's great about Idina Menzel and Leah Michele? Everything. They're
Oh
amazing.
yeah, totally. I
They
thought there
are
was like
going
something
to.
specific I was supposed to remember.
Okay, so they're going to be at the Christmas tree lighting. It's not that late.
It's late.
You think it's late? It's December 4th.
Caitlin's ready for the lights
Should
to
be
go
lit
turn
now.
on.
The program will air on NBC on December 4th. It's cold out there to sing, but they can do it. They can do it. So we're going to have Idina Menzel, Leah Michele. It's called Christmas in Rockefeller Center. And they will be joined by Broadway's, I love that you wrote Broadway's, Broadway's Skylar Aston. He's known for a few other things,
He's
too.
everything.
Alex Newell.
Hollywood, come on.
John Legend, Derek Huff, Julianne Hough, Gwen Stefani, and so much more. This is a big event. This is a big deal. This is why you like Christmas in New York.
Let me ask you something. If we put a tree in the corner over there, I feel like a tree might look nice over there.
Could we?
If we got a string of lights and said we were going to turn it on at some point, would Adina come and sing
Yes,
for the moment?
she would do
I
whatever you
mean-
ask.
Good to know.
We'd have to consult with our set designer, I think.
And after a lot of rumors and speculation, we officially know who's going to be our live action Prince
You know what?
Eric.
Yeah, forget the rumors. Forget the rumors. Let's focus on what's happening. They're
Yes.
making this big screen adaptation of The Little Mermaid. You know about this. We've been talking about it forever. And they have finally cast Jonah Hauer-King will be playing Prince Eric. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with his work. I looked him up. He has such a Disney Prince face. The minute I saw him, I was like, yep, perfect. He's London born and raised, and he was on screen in the World War II drama series World on Fire, and he played Laurie in the TV miniseries of Little Women. And he was in Punk Rock, the play Punk Rock. In Belfast, I believe. And Halle Bailey is, of course, playing Ariel, and Melissa McCarthy is Ursula, and maybe, I guess we don't have confirmation yet, that Javier Bardem and David Diggs will be playing King Triton and Sebastian. Maybe today's guest has some information. I don't know. But anyway, Rob Marshall's directing it. Lin-Manuel Miranda is working with Alan Menken to bring it...
Freshen it up.
Freshen it up. It
Sure, why not?
You know, I mean,
it's fine as it is, though.
It's exciting, but this is a really cool cast, and I look forward to seeing Jonah because he has the face. And I assume the pipes and the personality.
Sure.
What else
Why
is on
not?
the site?
Well, we've got, of course, photos from the Lion King celebration because they're celebrating their 22nd
years
birthday.
on Broadway.
Yes, it's a big
And
birthday day.
Slightly less, Oklahoma's 250th performance.
Yes.
250 years.
And we love anniversaries. Slava Snow Show
Opens tonight.
Yes.
So
and so we have
happy opening.
photos of snow.
Yes.
That's what they do. It's like there's less snow.
It's
moment.
a snow clown.
That's what it is.
And we also have part 2 of our Elaine Page Q&A
Wow,
with
cool.
the musical theater legend, and she talks about the Cats movie. So, you have to check that out.
When is the Cats movie coming out?
Christmas.
When are we getting a screening invite?
I don't know. We've got a lot of things we're
We
excited
need to
about.
see that movie.
So there we go. That's what we have. That's
Okay,
our-
I'm
that's
getting
our
out of
stuff.
here.
Yeah. I mean, you could stay.
I'm going to go watch the
Jasmine's
trailer.
here.
I'm going to go watch the trailer again.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Caitlin, will you tell us about our guest, please?
Gladly to get Jasmine Cephas Jones here with us in the studio today, guys. She is currently Roxanne in Cyrano at the New Group. You may know her from originating some roles in this really small show called Hamilton. I'm kidding. Obviously, you guys know who that is. Guys, she's also going to be in the upcoming movie called The Photograph, and I watched the trailer for the first time before I saw Last Christmas, and it made me cry, just the trailer, so I'm really excited. Make sure you follow her on social media at Jazzy_Jones with 2 S's. She's verified, so you know which one it's her, but just so you know. Make sure you leave all of your questions in the comments below, and please welcome Jasmine and Beth.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Hello.
Hi, Jasmine. Thanks for joining
Hi.
us. Now, first and foremost, do you want to say a happy birthday to your mom or sing anything for her?
Yeah, it's my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
So
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
Mom.
Mom. I love you.
I love that. I love that. So how are things going at Cyrano?
It's good. I just finished doing a student matinee today.
Wow.
Those are always great. The audience is
Lively.
awesome and lively, and they always yell out stuff, so you have to concentrate.
It's a little romantic for students sometimes.
Yes, but they love it, and they loved Blake, and when he came out, he plays Christian,
He's
and all the Glee fans. So
Yeah, of course.
it was great. It was great. It was lively. It was awesome.
Now, before we get to talking more about Cyrano, I just want to ask you how you're doing because last night you didn't want to take off your makeup.
Oh
Didn't
my
wanna
God!
stay out. I've been Insta stalking Jasmine, and last night she spoke in. Was it a Scottish accent?
Yeah,
That's your
I was
specialty?
doing a Scottish accent. I was so delirious and I was tired, and I laid down on my bed, and you know when
I know. I don't want to take off my
you
makeup.
come
at night.
home at 12 o'clock and you're just like, oh, I forgot to take off my makeup, and it's a very terrible thing.
I'm glad that you got some rest.
I did, and I took off my makeup. So
And actually, if you watch Leslie Odom Jr.'s vlog, he was just here last week.
He was here last
But if
week.
you watch his vlog from when he was in Hamilton, you did your Scottish accent for him. Is
yeah,
this a
I
thing
did.
With you? Tell
It's
me.
a thing. I'm kind of obsessed with Scottish accents. It's a bit of I don't know why, but
We're all looking
it just
at
comes out sometimes.
Especially when you're tired.
Especially when I'm tired, yeah.
So what appealed to you about doing the role of Roxanne?
Well, I actually got a call from Erica Schmidt, who's the director, and she was like, I really, really can see you playing this role, but I need you to come in and chemistry read with Pete.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, who
who's her
plays
husband
Cyrano, who's Erica's
in real life.
husband
yes.
in real
And you
life.
might know him from, you know what you know him from.
Also a real small show called Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Um,
So chemistry read. Tell me how that goes. That sounds
so it's
scary.
basically it's just coming in and reading a couple of sides like with the person to see if there's chemistry there.
And you've never met before.
Um,
had you?
I think we met briefly a long time ago. He actually did a play with my dad, Richard III, 15 years ago.
Wow.
At the Public.
Ron Cephas Jones.
Yeah. So I met him when
Yeah.
I was like 15, very, very briefly.
Okay, so not a long history here.
Yeah. So we met. He saw the play with Erica like 6 times. I think they saw
Wow.
Hamilton like 6 times. So she remembered me from there. She called. I was like, come in and do this chemistry read, and I was like, yeah, you know. She explained the play and how the whole thing is musically underscored by the music of the National.
Right.
And it's an adaptation of Cyrano, and she wanted me to play the lead of Roxanne. So I was like, this sounds like extremely interesting and something that will completely bring me back to the theater and just take a wing at it.
You haven't been on stage in a while.
I have not been on stage in a while.
You've been busy, but not on stage.
Yeah.
So how did that feel to get back into that
It
grind?
felt amazing.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And this cast is like, it's the dopest cast, and everybody is so kind, and like we hang out with each other all the time, and it's an amazing cast to act with on stage, and to act with Peter, and also another actor, Richie Coster, who's like an amazing actor.
Because everyone has someone that they are attracted to.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a lot of cross.
It's a lot of like yearning and full of love, and then it gets very, very tragic. Like
complicated.
it gets like really fun, and then it gets like very complicated and tragic. But
And it's not like most Cyranos. Everyone thinks about the big nose for Cyrano.
yeah,
That's
no,
not this.
Peter doesn't wear the nose
No
because
prosthetic.
it's not really about that. It's going to like the basis of the story, which is like knowing your worth and not feeling good enough to, or like knowing your worth to say that you love somebody that day, or to do things that you wanted to do because you don't believe in yourself, you know. And it's getting really like to the bottom of what this play is about. So it's kind of stripped away of that stuff.
Speaking of love, can we talk about being one half of the Hamill couple? That's what we're calling it, right? Am I wrong?
Fine by it.
So you got engaged last year
I got engaged last year.
Yeah.
to Anthony Ramos.
On Christmas Eve in England, in front of a
As you
castle.
do.
Bye.
With Cynthia Revo and a few other people.
Yeah,
Your whole family.
In my whole entire English family. And it was amazing. I was not expecting it, and it was one of the best Christmases ever.
Do you have any, I know, we're not going to get too personal for this, but we all want to know. Do you have any wedding plans you want to share with us? Come on. You can say no. You can say no.
We're like just starting to plan everything. So, but you know, we're both from Brooklyn, so that might be a key.
Sure, but there's also castles. You never know.
Yeah, but there's also castles.
Yes.
Well, we're available whenever you want us to come.
okay.
We're there.
Just thought you should know.
Great.
Inviting ourselves.
Look, I have a lot of questions for you, but I can just see that
It's
you're
a
all
lot.
blowing up Caitlin's phone.
It's
so,
a lot.
what are our viewers asking?
Yes. So Lukia actually wants to know, when do you feel the most creative as an artist?
Oh my gosh.
We're getting into it real fast.
There we go.
When do I feel most creative as an artist? A lot, funny enough, a lot of the stuff that I have like written on my own has come out of like frustration, actually. And sometimes when I feel like my lowest of lows, or I feel like, you know, if I don't have a job or whatever, like that's when I start to create the most, and I make it for myself. So, that, and then I think completely when I'm just in my element on stage, like tonight, you know, when I get on stage and I can just do what I love to do, and that's, I think, when I feel the most creative.
Yes, I love that.
It's 2 answers in one, but
That's good. I
You
like
can do whatever you want. You're allowed.
Yeah.
That's okay. So Brandon asked that. So Leslie Odom Jr. was just here
Yes.
and mentioned that when he left Hamilton, it was kind of overwhelming because of all of the spotlight was on you guys, and he wants to know what was it like for you to kind of experience that and to go through and like choosing your next projects and coming back to the stage with Cyrano. What was that process like for you?
When I left Hamilton, when you come from something like that, you want to keep doing like original, cool, moving projects. And I think like whatever character I played, I wanted to inspire and not just like be the girlfriend or be like the wife. I wanted to play characters that were deeper than that.
Yeah.
And so Hamilton kind of inspired me to do that. And Cyrano, it's the same thing. Like, I love playing Roxanne. She speaks up for herself. She completely sticks to what she believes in and takes no for an answer. And she's another dope, inspiring character to play. So
Yes.
And the original Broadway company of Hamilton you guys were really close,
yeah, we still are.
and you worked together. So you worked with David,
Yeah.
and you've obviously worked with Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about the projects that are not Hamilton that you've worked on.
Well, like for instance, like I did the moving Blind Spotting that David and Raphael wrote, and now they're making a TV show called Blind Spotting, and they're gonna put me as the lead of the TV show. So it's just like,
But there must be some trust there because you went through such a crazy experience with Hamilton.
oh yeah, I mean, but it's all about like finding your tribe, like it's amazing to like work on projects that like you audition for and stuff, and I did loads of auditions for Blind Spotting, but to be able to like create and like work with my friends, and then when your friends like find out like your potential and really know you as a creative, then they can like fully write something for you, which is amazing. So stick with a tribe, guys.
Good advice.
Get creative with your friends and just make stuff, because you never know where it can end up. It's true. It's very true.
Yes. Marianne wants to know what has been the most surprising thing about working on Cyrano so far for you?
The surprising?
Yeah.
I think it's how close of a cast we are. Which makes it the best experience. It's a hard play to do every night, because it's, I'm singing all over the place and acting all over the place, and like it's really, really awesome in the beginning, and then it gets very, 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 very tragic and like emotional, and my emotional arc is a lot to handle. So to be able to do this with a bunch of people that are like so amazing and so supportive, and we literally hang out with each other all the time. It's great to have that trust with these people, and to again make friends that that I will have like through the rest of my life, just like I did on Hamilton. So it's that was a very big surprise for me. I was like, wow, we're all very close.
Yes.
So it's great.
Cool. Going off of that, Alyssa wants to know how do you like prepare for the show, and how do you help come down from the show? Because you said that you kind of are singing and emotionally kind of all over the place. So how do you kind of get into that headspace?
I actually, especially like in between shows, I'll like play Enya, and like we'll like make a
environment
in like a
backstage.
spa environment in our dressing room, and I steam for like 20 minutes. I try to like meditate.
So we have to look at you through the fog.
Yeah, look at me through the
Enya
fog. We have a lot of flowers, so it's kind of like a botanical. We've kind of like made it a thing, in our dressing room. But honestly, it's like just try to get grounded, and just the more relaxed I am, the better it is to start off.
And how do you come down? Because there's that adrenaline rush.
I know.
Well, I know you speak Scottish in a Scottish accent and order food. Like, I know this already.
Yeah, I order a lot of food, and I I try to get rest, or like, hang out with my cast. Like it's but a lot of rest, because it's a lot of work, like on my voice. And
You have such a wide-ranging voice. You can do so much with your voice, and so much jazz and different kinds of music. Is there a musical theater role that you've always wanted to do?
Oh my God, I've always kind of wanted to play Mimi from Rent.
I can see that.
Here for
Although
it.
ever since you did that Ham for Ham where you did Funny Girl, I'm kind of obsessed.
Yeah, that's another one too. I love
Just 'cause
singing that song, my man. Ugh.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Look it up. Look it up.
I love it. Okay, we can end on this one because this kind of wraps in with this. So Javi says, what are your plans for original music? Because Moonlight is incredible.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that.
I'm almost done with my EP. So I have an EP coming out soon.
And there's a little teaser out there.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
check
there's I've sung there's like little videos of me singing some other songs like from the EP that's out, but there's definitely going to be like an actual EP coming out. Wow. So,
All right, now to the important things. Holiday plans.
I was just talking about this with Anthony. We got to go on vacation. We don't know where, but we're literally going to plan it in like 2 weeks after this run.
That's a lot going on for
But
both
I think
of
I'll be
you.
home for the holidays, and then we'll go somewhere with like a beach or something, some sun,
warm.
somewhere warm.
Did you have any? Were you on the set at all for In the Heights when he was filming?
Yeah, I
What was
was.
that like?
Absolutely amazing.
I mean, it's
It's
sort
so
of like
good.
half your Hamill family, plus your real life,
Yeah.
beau.
Yeah.
That must have been incredible.
It was incredible. And it was incredible to see him just like in his element and do his thing. He's so good. And we're such, like, we love each other, but we're also like such fans of each other and what we do. So he's really good.
And you
You all know
and you
this, though.
clearly had a lot of fun doing his video.
Yes.
Say no more.
Just go watch it.
It's just really fun. All right. Any more questions, Caitlin?
Oh, sure. Let me.
Oh, we have more. All right, we're gonna do one
got-
more.
We can do one more. All right. Okay. Got it. So Billy wants to know
Oh, here we
that
go.
if you could take any like classic show and play and musicalize it like Cyrano, what would it be?
Oh.
Any show and musicalize it,
Any
like
play.
Cyrano?
Yeah.
Macbeth.
Macbeth the musical. Macbeth exclamation point. I think it'll be great.
Right? I
And you'd
think that
be
would
Lady
be
M.
great. Yeah, I think that would be
Obviously.
great.
I'm a
Musical.
me.
Yeah.
Done.
The Witches Trio. You got it. We got it.
Nailed it.
Jasmine, thank you so much for coming. You guys go see Cyrano. See this woman sing. Yes. That's all you need in your life. Caitlin, will you take us on out, please?
Yes.
Oh, and happy birthday to your mother.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mom.
Yes, Mom. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live at 5 every single weekday here on Facebook. You can listen to us wherever you get your podcast by searching for hashtag live at 5 and hitting that subscribe button. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We talk to Jamie Lawson of For Color Girls. Ooh, I'm trying really hard. We're going to be talking to Jamie Lawson from For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide / When Rainbows Are Enough, ENUF. We're going to be there. Be there.